folks, Daryl here at DJ's Workshop. Today's project is we're going to be replacing the brake caliper. I've been upgrading all the brakes on this vehicle, new pads and rotors, been using the power stop equipment, but I want to replace all the calipers. I've already done 3 of them, so today we're going to be doing the last one, and I'm going to show you how that's done. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're going to be doing a rear caliper, and this is what we're going to be using. I got this from Advanced Auto Parts. It's a wear-river caliper, and we're going to be needing some brake fluid because we're going to have to flush it out. It'll bleed the caliper once it's in, and then this is the caliper we're using. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you chock your wheels. We're going to be lifting up the back of the truck and taking the wheels off, so we don't want this thing rolling. Okay, so once you pop the center cap off, then we're going to need to get the lugs cracked loose before we jack it up. I like to use a ratchet with a long extension because we do have deep dish rims. This is a 21mm socket. We're going to use that. And I like to use a little pry bar for extra leverage. Okay? Okay, so once we get it jacked up, we put our jack stand in place. We get the tires off the ground. So let's get the wheels off. Okay, so as you can see, I've actually replaced the rotors and the pads not that long ago. So we're going to get this caliper off of here, and that we will have a new set of 4. Okay, so what we want to do is remove the 2 caliper bracket bolts off of here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is just spray a little bit of WD-40 on here, on the bottom one. That'll just help loosen things up a little bit. Alright, spray a little bit on here, because it's going to have to come off. Okay, so we're going to use the same 21mm that we used on the lug nut to take the caliper bolts off, the housing. And then you're going to want to grab something to hang the caliper by. You don't want to have it just dangling by the brake line, as you could damage it and cause a leak. Okay, so now we have the old caliper off, and we're going to remove the old pads and install them in the new caliper, seeing as I just replaced them not that long ago. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to zip the brake line off the old caliper and install it into the new one. The caliper should have come with a new bolt and new copper washers, so we're going to use the new ones. Now there's usually a plastic plug in here Okay, that you need to take out so you can thread in the new one. Okay, so at this point, it's basically just the brake line holding this together. Okay, so get rid of this old screw. Put the new one here. And wash it on this side. Put this in here so it can drain out. Now, I don't want to zap the brake line on with an air gun. I'll do that by hand. Okay, you want to snug that down nice, but obviously don't overkill it. Okay, next thing we want to do is make sure that all these bolts are tight. Okay, we got movement there, that's good. So let's just check all of these. Good. You want to check the other bolts on the caliper too, because I noticed one of the calipers I put on, they were actually loose. Like you can see that was okay. Okay. So the next step is going to be to bleed the air out of the line. Okay. Now you want to push down on your brake pedal a few times just to pump the fluid through, help get the air out. So. Now there's actually a fourth way that you can bleed it too, which is basically just take a tube, crack the bleeder open, and let it just drain out. Okay, it'll gravity bleed itself. So if you don't have access to a helper or a power bleeder or a vacuum bleeder, you can also do it this way. You can see it's coming out in a nice steady stream there, and that'll also get all the air out. Okay, once you get all the air out, once the caliper's all bolted, secured, everything's been double checked, that's pretty much it. Just going to be a matter of putting the wheels back on. When you initially drive the vehicle, before you take off, make sure you hit that brake a few times, get the pedal set, and should be good to go. Alright guys, we're going to put these wheels back on, get this rolling. So I hope that helped you out. If you liked the video, subscribe, give a like, thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time.